Nothing much. Nothing much. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. It's been a dream to be on this platform, so I really appreciate it.
Man, I'm super excited to have you here, man. So let's just get to it. We're talking music. We're talking Once Upon a Time in Arizona. We're talking Once Upon a Time in Phoenix.
No, you got it. You got it. You got it. I appreciate it.
Once Upon a Time in Phoenix. I'm excited about it, man. So how would you describe yourself? So when I listen to your music, I'm like, oh, um, this guy, he's a hip hop artist, but this is very melodic. Like, it's not, just rapping. I'm just throwing out bars. It's like, um, in some ways, it feels like you're singing in parts, or you just have like a rhythmic and a melodic flow to a thing that makes it feel more like a song than just like a straight rap. So when you
Mm.
describe yourself, how do you describe yourself?
It's like the hardest question to ask any creative, right? um, nah, but thanks for that breakdown though, because it's definitely intentional, not just to rap, quote unquote rap, but like to make a song, and if it is melodic, like, what does that really mean for the record? But I guess in a nutshell, like my influences largely stem from like '80s music,
Okay.
um, whether that's new wave or uh, 80s boogie, things like that. Like I just always had that sensibility of like the '80s within my music. So if I am making a rap record in today's climate of hip hop, it is so melodic. So my inspiration typically comes from that pocket of music. So it's hard. It's hard not to like get into that bag for me personally. Like it's just like my favorite thing to do. So yeah,
Who influenced you? I guess hip hop wise in that way, because I know like Future's melodic, Drake
yeah,
is melodic. Back in the day, people would consider like Snoop and
yeah,
Nelly as melodic like
yeah,
rappers, or of course Bone Thugs and Harmony.
yeah.
But like who influenced you into that style of recording
Um,
and creating?
as far as like rappers go, like for my era, it'd be Mac Miller, Tyler the Creator, blog era kind of artist. Drake, of course. I mean, he's like the king of melodic rap, I would say. Um, but like really growing up with them and like learning their styles and understanding how they're going about it. I'm trying to think of anybody else like rap wise that I would say like Pierre Bourne as well. From I guess he's from New York, but he got his like start in Atlanta. But yeah,
So the album, Once Upon a Time in Phoenix, and the font is like the film Once Upon a Time in America.
yeah.
And so, did the film influence how you made the album? Because the album is very, it feels like very like a day in the life. Like it's
Mm.
like I'm walking with you on a journey through your life a bit, or this time, this period in your life.
Yeah.
So, did the film influence how you approach the album, or did you make the album and then say, um, yeah, like it reminds me of
The,
this film?
okay, so like the ties. My my top three actors are De Niro, Washington, and Hanks, and I build a lot of my world out from them. Um, and I like to make a play on titles a lot with my music or like my album titles and stuff. So yeah, Once Upon a Time in America is one of my favorite films. I love the epic dramas and '70s film styles and stuff like that. And De Niro is just like a really good actor to me. And um, as far as a correlation, like there's really no correlation, honestly. Just besides the name, and I wanted to flex my like design skills. So I've always loved that logo that they have for the movie, and decided to just like, all right, let me see what I can do on Adobe Illustrator, and it came out. People thought it was like definitely a rip from the thing, which is like a Supreme kind of thing, design style. So yeah, it just worked out. I mean, with the album, like I'm from Phoenix. I miss home, so like how can I correlate my love for Phoenix and my hometown and put it in my music while I'm in Atlanta? So yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
I love that, because
Yeah,
you answered my next question. Because I was like, you're here in Atlanta, but you're from Phoenix, so
yeah,
that was the title and the influence there.
yeah.
So when you were approaching creating this album, you produced the album.
Whole thing.
You produced all the music,
Yeah.
and you did all the lyrics.
Yes.
You did like your Prince thing. Like you're the Prince of written, composed,
That
arranged.
is, I mean, I'm gonna say now that's my favorite artist of all time.
That's
Like I got to the point where like I can stand in it. Like Prince is my favorite artist. musically, like he's my North Star is what I call him because I mean he just didn't care. You know, he wanted to make what he wanted to make, and that's kind of how I've built my career. Like I'm just make what I want to make, you know, and being able to produce finally at the stage that I'm at. I tell my fiance like I feel like I can make anything I want now, and I feel like I am in my Prince era of like I know how FL Studio works. I know how to write a song in my style, maybe in other people's style, but like I can make music now, like not having to. You know, when you first start doing something, like man, I hope I can make this eventually. Like I'm there finally in my creative endeavors. So I make what I want to make, and I'm proud that I produce it, I engineer it, I mix it. Like everything is me. You know, it comes straight from my laptop. It doesn't touch anybody else's. And you know, moving forward, I do kind of want to stretch out and work with more collaborators. But for right now, like I'm enjoying it. You know, and people telling me that I have my own style, production wise, and like even my mixing has a certain style to it. So you know, it's, for any artist, I feel like that's if you want to be in that realm of like good creators and good artists, like that's the compliments that I would assume you'd want to hear, you know? So,
I feel that. There's
yeah.
a quote from Miles Davis where he says, "It takes you a long time to sound like yourself." Right.
Yes, it does.
So for you, which album is this for you?
Man, you lost me there. I don't even know. I've been making music and putting it out since 2014.
Gotcha.
My dad's birthday, March 17th, 2014, was my first official release on Dat Piff before streaming, and yeah, that's how long I've been in it. That's how long I've been in it. Dat Piff and Hot New Hip Hop before it became a blog. I was dropping music on there, um, but yeah, no, I've finally hit my stride though.
So
Yeah,
you're a decade in,
decade in
and,
for
and,
sure.
and you're like, now I sound like myself.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, finally. I mean, I've been self-producing since like 2017, but like finally hitting my own certain sound. Like I feel like it's when Tyler hit like Igor, you know, I finally hit like my Igor. I don't know what project necessarily, but I finally hit my Igor though. Um, yeah.
So the album dropped, and what's been the reception? Like, what have you heard from people?
Um, the way I've like really measured this project has been on a financial side actually, and it's been my most successful. Being on Bandcamp and pushing it there. A lot of my friends back home that I do make music with, like, I look at what we're doing at certain points of the year, and I'm just like, all right, this is kind of getting boring. Like, what's the next thing for us to do, you know? So like my measurement for this album, the success was to sell at least 50 copies online, and I'd say I'm at like 45, and obviously that's like close to the end. So to me, it's a successful project. Like a lot of my friends don't really sell their music back home. They don't put it back into their merch or their mixing costs or whatever it is. Like so for me, I'm successful. You know, like I'm not hitting Drake numbers or even Tyler numbers, whoever. Like, but for me in my own little world, like I'm successful. Like I was able to put money back into my pocket off of what I wanted to make. So yeah, I mean, stream wise, like it's doing okay. Like it's not crazy, but um, I'm excited that people are out wearing the merch. Like that's always dope, and people back home are actually buying the merch. So, you know, if you're a Phoenix native, you're proud to wear a Phoenix native's art, essentially. So.
When someone listens to the album, what is it that you hope they take away with them at the conclusion when they hit stop?
I hope they take away that Teddy Oso is a very versatile artist. You know, he can rap, he can sing, but then also when you listen to the lyrics, they're like really good. He's saying something um, creative, you know, outside the box for this period of time in music. Like he wasn't trying to make the same thing that everybody else is hearing. Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, like I just want to be a producer, songwriter. I don't want to be an artist really. Like this challenge of being an artist is just too much. You know, it really is. Like I don't want to be online all the time. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So I also want people to take away like, oh, he can produce and write songs. Let me hire him for my next project. So that's ultimately what I'm trying to get to. So when I do drop music, I'm honestly trying to do it for that, so people can hear my work. You know, my resume. That's my resume to get into certain rooms that I want to be in, and they know I'm like a Swiss Army knife. So yeah.
Gotcha. What's your favorite album? And what album are you listening to right now?
Favorite album as far as right now?
All time.
All
What's your
time?
all-time favorite album? And then what are you listening to right now?
I hate this question.
Feel strongly like it's going to be a Prince record, but I'm not sure.
Man. What's my favorite album, babe?
Nice. That's love right there.
What's something I talk about all the time? Because I don't want to just throw out some willy nilly.
Anything between Prince, I feel like if all time it would either be Prince or
She's saying Prince or
we talk about Michael a lot. But
yeah,
That's the all-time battle right there.
yeah.
Michael is
Prince and
all-time
Michael's
battle.
all-time battle. Um,
already it right there. In terms of historically, so
Yeah.
more like current.
Because if you're Michael, what are you talking? You talking off the wall or Thriller?
I'm talking bad.
You're talking bad.
I know. It's blasphemy. I know. Bad is my favorite from Michael at least. But you know what? I'll say this. My favorite album of all time. I'm sorry. It's just like a hard question to ask. I'm like really going through like my discography and my iTunes right now, flipping. I'm gonna say Sign of the Times, Prince.
Dude, it's my favorite album.
Yeah.
Right there, all the time.
Sign of the Times
tough
is
album.
a tough album. 1987. They're putting it in IMAX for the first time, August 29th. I'm giving it a shameless plug. That I've seen it already. I have it on DVD, but the fact that it's coming out on IMAX, I'm really excited.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is a total tangent, but when I was young, and Sign of the Times is probably before you.
Oh, for sure. 87. I'm 96. So yeah.
So I'm a young guy, and my cousin, she had a like little sports car inside of the Times had just come out, and
Man.
she had it on cassette. That's how it was. And we were in Roanoke, Virginia, in
Yeah.
the mountains, and she put this thing in. And I think we had like 40 minutes to get somewhere. I forgot what it was. And it was like I don't know, it's probably 2 full cassettes, maybe more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She puts this thing in, man, and I remember sitting there thinking, I have never heard anything like this in my life. Like I was mesmerized by that album.
Starfish and coffee, vape surfing, jam. Like what? It is. It's everything. It's gospel. It's rock. It's R&B.
Yeah.
But it's blended so well in such a Prince style.
The Battle of Dorothy Park is one of
That-
my favorite songs all time. All time, man.
Man,
All time.
I heard that song in high school, and I was like, "This is production." The snare in the intro, Joni on the radio singing. Oh man, yeah, no, that is top tier. The Cross, Adore. I remember listening to Adore like I knew something about love. Like it just. Like that was like the first song where I realized like you can say I love you in a different way, and Adore was that for me. So like I'm in the shower at high school thinking this is what love is like. Yeah, no, Sign of the Times for sure. As far as right now, it's a mix between Don't Tap the Glass and Alfredo 2. I've no lie, I've listened to Alfredo 2. Just came out today 6 times already. I've listened to it at work. It was just me at work, so I just had it on repeat and just was bagging coffee and getting through my day. And then I got home and I'm designing and I'm listening to that. Like I get so fixated on Al's production, and then Freddie is just talking his talk, and it's just amazing. Yeah. And then Don't Tap the Glass. Like I'm happy we have a hip hop dance album. I didn't realize it was a dance album at first listen because it just feels very upbeat. But like when he kept saying it online, I was like, oh, I guess it is a dance album. Yeah, I don't know. I still kind of don't consider it a dance album. I dance to it. I'm very upbeat, but I guess like a Dua Lipa to me is like a dance album. But I don't know. Yeah, but Don't Tap the Glass for sure. I love this era. I mean, it just started this week, but this era looks just so fire to me, you know? But yeah. Yeah. Oh, Clips. It's been a crazy run. I was telling her like this year has been it needs to be documented because I don't know if you saw recently, but I don't know if you're a fan of them, but Buckingham Nicks is re-releasing their only studio album. Yeah, Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, big year for music, man.
Yeah.
So, what is next for Teddy Oso?
What's next is moving to California next month. It is booking a lot of studio time with my collaborators back in Phoenix, whether that's going back to Phoenix or them coming to California, and working on albums, and also, yeah, just getting better, getting better at what I'm doing and trying to do, and just get my message across, which is just artistic freedom and expression, and just thinking outside the box. I feel like people look at Tyler and he's such a singular artist, but everybody can do that and anybody can do that. And I grew up in the golf wang era, and so like I was always inspired by that early on. So to think that kind of nobody else really does that the way he does it is kind of shocking and like weird to me. Like, he has a formula, y'all. He shows you and tells you guys all the time. So, I think, maybe I'm just like blind to it, but I don't know. He still feels very singular. So I just kind of like living in that space and like trying to build out my world as well as Tyler. So, yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, bro.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm definitely going to send this to my dad. I told him earlier, like, yo, I'm about to be on NPR, I guess. Like, this is kind of fire. Yeah, he put me on in, like, elementary school and always playing NPR stations and stuff. So this is big for me.
What's up? Shout out, Dad.
Yeah, shout out Pops, man. Shout out Pops.
That's what's up, man. Yeah.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you.